It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys the weekly interviews from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here. Actually, this is one of those times. So today, I wanted to bring something fun for you guys, and I wanted to bring you guys the top 5 reasons to watch the upcoming 5th season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Wow, that was a tongue twister, a mouthful. But before we jump right into that, you guys know how this works. Make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe wherever that button is below. That way you guys don't miss any of my future interviews or pop culture content. And since we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, I think it's only necessary that I go ahead and mention that I did have an interview with Candiace Bassett. So it's an exclusive interview. You guys can check it out on my channel. She's so much fun, and I can't wait for this upcoming season. So I'm sure you're excited about it too, Jolene, but let's keep it moving. All right, guys, the top 5 reasons to watch the upcoming 5th season of Real Housewives of Potomac starts now. Reason number 1, we get a new housewife, DR.WENDY Osefo. So those of you who don't know about DR.WENDY, she is going to come in hot, and I mean hot. So the trailer shows DR.WENDY Osefo says, "Address me by Dr. Wendy," when she's arguing with Ashley Darby across the table, where Robin chimes in and says, "I guess that PhD comes in handy." We see that she is a professor at Johns Hopkins University. We see she's a philanthropist, and she's kind of all over the place as far as having her hands dipped into many different career paths, and she apparently dominates at them. She's nobody to mess with, and I cannot wait to see her pop in this season. So all we know about DR.WENDY Osefo right now, besides the fact that I want to get her on the show, make sure I get an interview with her, which I'm confident that we'll be able to bring her on eventually. I just have to do my Up and Adam magic and work my way in there, and hopefully DR.WENDY Osefo will come on the show and do an interview because I want to know so much more about her, and apparently she's amazing. So she's also a mom of 3. She just had a new baby, and I believe that her oldest is 7. I want to say her second is 5, and then her newest addition just had a first birthday. So DR.WENDY is also an entrepreneur and a political analyst who is not afraid to speak her mind or stand up for what she believes in. She's been happily married for over 9 years to her husband, Edward, who's a lawyer. So talk about a powerhouse family in Potomac. I just wanted to say that because it was a little fun alliteration in there. Unfortunately, since that's all we know about DR.WENDY Osefo, that's all I can really chime in on our first reason to watch the 5th upcoming season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Aside from the fact that Candiace Bassett says in the trailer that she's not afraid to read a book and she's not afraid to read you. So I think that tells us everything we need to know about DR.WENDY Osefo. Actually, not everything we need to know, but it at least starts us off on a good page. Another kind of shorter one for the books because we don't know too much information yet is Karen Huger. Karen Huger might be getting a divorce. As we see in the trailer, things are not doing the best. They seem pretty rocky. And after 25 years of marriage, Karen asks in the trailer, "Do you still love me?" To which her Bill Gates' husband, Ray, says, you know, things change over time. She storms up the stairs and, of course, makes a grand dame exit. And, of course, we pan over later to see her with the women just saying that she should have left a long time ago. So, again, guys, we don't have too much information on what's going on with Karen or her husband. All we know is that that didn't look good. It doesn't portray a happy ending in the trailer. So, obviously, we have to stay tuned. The Grand Dame always does a good job of usually keeping us out of her business, but thank God we have the other women of Potomac to pry in. Whether it's Robin, Gizelle, Ashley, they will all pry in to find out where she lives, what she does, and what's going on. And I think we saw that the time that Gizelle and Robin wanted to deliver a pizza just to make sure that the Grand Dame actually lived where she said she lived. So if there's trouble in paradise, bet your ASS's we will find out what that is. Moving on to number 3, since you brought up Gizelle, let's talk about Gizelle and her relationship this season. So apparently on the upcoming 5th season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, God, I love saying that so much, it just rolls off the tongue. Gizelle is apparently back with her ex-husband, Jamal. So if you guys don't know about Jamal, Jamal is who Gizelle shares her 3 daughters with. And unfortunately, they got divorced after a few years of being married because Jamal cheated. I guess that's the rumor. And also, that's not the only rumor that circulates Jamal, because apparently, if you guys are fans of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, what the rumor was about him was that back in the day when Phaedra Parks was seeing Mr. Chocolate after Apollo Nida, or Nida, whatever, or Nida, do you get it? Just kidding. After Apollo went to jail, Phaedra had a new man in her life, and she used to call him Mr. Chocolate. So is that Jamal? We don't know. That's just the rumor. That's what's in the windmill. And if you guys know what's going on, please let me know. Comment below, because I would love to know who that is. And I would love to know if Gizelle and Phaedra shared this weird connection, housewife crossover, whatever the case is, what you know, and you guys do. You guys usually know more than I do. I don't know if that's always the case, but sometimes you guys do. Comment below. I want to know. My question is Jamal leads the New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta. So this is his job. This is his career. This is where he's at. Not saying you can't move careers, but obviously Gizelle and the girls are all the way back in Bethesda where she's doing her home renovation. Those are in two totally different states. And I know that you can accomplish a long distance relationship, but something's got to give there for this to work. Right, guys? I, again, am curious to see what you guys think. Do you think that this is going to be... is it going to work? Nene got back with her ex-husband and that worked. And look, her and Greg are doing amazing. So maybe Gizelle and Jamal can get back together and they'll be doing amazing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it works when you get back with an ex-husband or any kind of spouse. But I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. We did get to see in the trailer, though, when it comes to her daughter's thoughts, they weren't too happy about this. Apparently, they don't want Gizelle getting back with their dad. I don't know why. And again, I don't want to have any speculation or give you guys false rumors or something that's not true. So this is just another one of the reasons. And again, reason number 3 of why we should be watching the upcoming 5th season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, guys, reasons number 4 and 5 to watch the upcoming 5th season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We have 4, which is the whole Michael and Ashley Darby situation, and 5, which is the whole Monique and Candiace fight situation. I don't know which one to go with. Let's start with Michael and Ashley Darby. So as we get to see this season, guys, Ashley's having a baby. She had a baby, a beautiful little baby together with Michael. But in a moment when everything's supposed to be bliss, apparently things go down. And we see in the trailer where Ashley says, I have a tear in my anus. Apparently that pertains to the pregnancy, but I guess she has 2 tears in her anuses, or pain in her anus, I guess, because Michael is delivering that too when it comes to him and his infidelity this season. So there was apparently rumors that Michael was getting around and trying to get a stripper to go to a hotel. I don't know what exactly happened, but in the trailer we see him admitting to having somebody come back to a hotel with him. Back in the day, I'm sorry guys, I talk so fast, but I'm not going to keep all of your time. Back in the day, we saw where Michael had previous photos that came up of him just completely nude that surfaced on the internet, and other allegations that have risen. So I don't know exactly what's going to go on this season, but I do know that Ashley did a lot of prying in previous seasons into the other women's lives. So I can only imagine that they're going to pry into her life this season. And we saw in the trailer where Candiace's mouth is like, Karen's like, Monique, all of them. They're all just like, what is going on, girl? You just had a baby. Please say this is not happening to you. Even Ashley's mom was like, what the heck? This can't happen again. I know Ashley said in the trailer that she doesn't have the same sex drive, but that doesn't mean you go and cheat on the woman that just gave birth to your beautiful little baby. So again, guys, you know how this works. I'm so curious to see what you think about this, because I am going to be doing the recaps for the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I want to get a fresh start on all of this drama. That way we can sit there and do this whole journey together, and you're always at my lives and we're always recapping together. So make sure you chime in. Last but not least, guys, reason number 5 to watch the upcoming 5th season of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Monique and Candiace, duh. So we don't know too much about what's going on with the Monique and Candiace fight. All we do know is that they both got charged. Of course, the charges were dropped, but they were second-degree assault charges. So obviously it was kind of a big deal. We get to see Monique is kind of having a rough season this season. I think with this being said, based off of the trailer and what we know, you see her sit down earlier with her husband, Chris, where he kind of lets her know, hey, I pay the bills and you need to contribute your own money or have your own money or whatever with your own money. I have my money, you have your money. Monique also got an African gray. And for those of you guys who don't know what an African gray parrot is, they're so much fun. They have the biggest vocabulary for a bird. I used to have one. Just a little fun fact for you guys. But yes, guys, Monique is having a crazy season. And I guess this Candiace thing just like tipped her over. You see where they're going back and forth, and you see kind of in the situation that we get in the trailer where Monique just flips her hair and then everything goes crazy. Ashley's face looks nuts. Everyone looks nuts. And it looks like it takes a lot of the production team to hold Monique back. So I'm curious what happens. I'm glad that the charges got dropped. I wonder if production made them drop the charges or if the women actually individually decided to do that. But obviously there's a lot happening. Again, if you guys missed it, I had an interview with Candiace. I asked her what happened. I asked her what we should expect from it. And she said, come up with your own opinion. You watch it. You let me know what you think. Let's talk after it airs. And I was like, okay, that's fair. So I want to know what you guys think, and I can't wait to watch it with you guys and see who's in the wrong. Is it Monique or is it Candiace? And whose team are you guys on, Monique or Candiace? Candiace's husband, Chris, says that she was the one who kind of pushed for all this drama to start and light it up. So if that's the case, then we would obviously be on Monique's side. But then again, why would Candiace just start a fight for no reason? So maybe she didn't, and maybe we should be on Candiace's side. I don't know, guys. I'm conflicted. So I want to know Team Monique or Team Candiace. But with that being said, guys, those were the top 5 reasons for us to be watching the upcoming 5th season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Jolene, don't make fun of me because that was a mouthful. I bet you couldn't do it, but I could. I just did. So guys, make sure you check out the new season of The Real Housewives of Potomac on August 2nd when it premieres. And make sure you catch my live recap the next day. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe wherever that button is below. That way you don't miss any future interviews or pop culture content. And also comment below your favorite housewife in Potomac. I want to know who your favorite Potomac housewife is. And let's make it a little bit more interesting. Comment your least favorite too. We can play that game. Two can play that game, Jolene. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.